The name of this book is Diary of a Wimpy Kid, Snow Day, by Jeff Kinney. He got no presents because he slapped his baby brother Manny on Christmas Day. Winter breaks come early because of bad weather, and Greg is dodging his homework that he got for winter break and playing video games. He damaged school property, but the crazy thing is he's innocent. His brother Manny is driving him crazy by storing food in his room and not letting anybody else in, and he locked himself out of his computer. People should read this book because it's really interesting and it's really funny. If you like graphic novels, this book is for you.
Cake Pop Crash by Susan Nelson. This book is about Alicia, a girl who lives with her grandma, dad, and brother. They own the small bakery in town called Say It With Flour. Alicia loves baking. Her specialties are cake pops, delicious cakes on a stick. Alicia's life turns from sweet to sour when a coffee shop opens across the street, giving Say It With Flour a run for its money. Alicia tries to get more money for her bakery, but her ideas all fail. Worst of all, the owner's son, Dane, knows how to bake and seems annoyingly cute. When Dane and Alicia compete in a bake-off to see who's the cake pop master, it's Alicia's chance to show Dane she's a better baker. But will she follow her heart and win? And most importantly, will she save Say It With Flour? Read this book to find out.
Sharon Carmen. In this book, The Forgetting, a girl named Nadia lives in a little safe city of Canaan. The city is surrounded by big white walls. Every 12 years, all of the people of Canaan forget their life before that moment, unless something is written in the city book. Then everybody remembers what's written. Nadia never forgot anything, and all her memories are kept safe. This book is an adventure to read. The Forgetting is one of my favorite books. It drives you in, and you can't put the book down. Someone wrote a lie in the city book. Nadia knows that they did. Who is this person, and what did he write?
Title: Miracle on 49th Street. Author: Mike Lupica. The book I read was about a girl, Molly, that thinks her dad is Boston Celtic Josh Cameron, or JC. JC is a pro basketball player and MVP. But when her mom dies, she lives with family friends and finds out something that may make her not want him to be her dad. But JC has a friend, and she could help him out. This book is also about friends and family. I think someone should read this book because this is a really good book and there is a lot of basketball in it, and it is also about life. Does she really want him to be her dad?
The Land of Stories, A Grim Morning by Chris Colfer. This book is about an army of thousands getting through a portal of 2 dimensions. The Brothers Grimm were storytellers who told about the other dimension. They hid a few of their untold stories in a time capsule. You could go to the tellings at their cemetery. A boy named Connor decides to go to the tellings. One of the stories was a warning in disguise. Connor noticed the warning and told his sister Alex. The warning was about the army going through the portal.
Middle School, The Worst Years of My Life by James Patterson and Chris Tebbets. This book is about Rafe Ketchadorian and his middle school. Rafe was kicked out of all the schools in the district except for one, Hills Village Middle School. As soon as he walked in, the principal gave him a rule book. first day was bad. Rafe got his drawing book taken away and destroyed for drawing in an assembly by the principal. Rafe and his friend Leo have a plan. Rules aren't for everyone. The principal trashed his book, so Rafe will trash his. You should read this book because it is a series, so if you like it, there are more books to follow. Rafe is going to try to break every rule in the rule book without getting caught.
The book I read about has this kid named Dan and his friend Homer and his wife. They both get trapped in a super ice cold flood with thunder, lightning, and in Dan's house, Dan and his friend get trapped in his house with his friend, and they both don't know how to swim. And his poor cat gets soaking wet. Phone is trapped on Dan's nightstand in his room. And then they had to go get the flashlight.
This is the Blood of Olympus by Rick Riordan. 7 half-bloods shall answer the call to storm or fire, the world shall fall. Oath to keep with final breath, and foes bear arm to the doors of death. This is Percy, the leader, son of Poseidon. Annabeth, daughter of Athena, the smarts. Jason, son of Zeus, the fighter. Piper, daughter of Aphrodite, the charm. Frank, son of Mars, the bulk. Hazel, the mist specialist, daughter of Hades, or Pluto. Leo, the worker, son of Hephaestus. If you like books that have myths in them, this book is for you.
My book is called The Eye of Minds by James Dashner. Michael is a gamer. Michael uses the VertNet more than the real world. The VertNet is a completely opposite universe. Well, sort of. The VertNet allows gamers to temporarily escape the real world. The VertNet cuts you off from the outside world. You lay in a coffin while wires and cords connect you to virtual reality. Michael met all of his two friends in the VertNet. In the VertNet, there is an evil gamer named Kane. Kane is trapping people inside the VertNet and basically driving them so mad that they code their chips right out of their body. If you take your chip out, you die not only in the game, but in real life. I'd recommend this book because it really gets your imagination running wild. It's a very adventurous book, and it easily keeps you interested and occupied. This is one of the best series I've ever read. There are 3 books in this series. Like gaming, read this series.
The title of my book is Warriors Super Edition Hawkwing's Journey by Aaron Hunter. This book is about a young, hot-tempered apprentice named Hawkpaw. His brother Duskpaw loves to eat two-leg food, but when a fire breaks out in the forest, Hawkpaw's brother is trapped in the fire with a fellow apprentice Pebblepaw. Hawkpaw saves Pebblepaw, while Hawkpaw's mentor Evenyclaw saves Duskpaw, but they were too late for Duskpaw, and his brother and sisters are devastated. Hawkpaw then becomes Hawkwing, and their medicine cat Echosong has a vision from StarClan. Find the spark that remains. SkyClan then embarks on a journey that will take several moons to find a friend of theirs that brought SkyClan back to the warrior code Firestar.
The title of this book is The One and Only Ivan by Catherine Applegate. This book is about a gorilla named Ivan. He got taken away from his parents when he was little. Now he wonders if he's the only gorilla in the world. Now he lives in a circus shop place at Exit 8 with an elephant named Stella and a dog named Bob. Then a new baby elephant named Ruby comes along and they go on an adventure. I think you should read this book because 1, if you like books about animals. 2nd, if you like a heartwarming adventure. I like this book because I like fictional stories and adventures.
The title of my book is Warriors Omen of the Stars, The Fourth Apprentice by Aaron Hunter. After the death of their sister Hollyleaf, Jay Feather and Lion Blaze have to look for the last member of the three. Now, they must wait for a sign from Star Clan to tell them which one of their clanmates will be the last cat of the prophecy. Soon, a cat from Star Clan visits a small gray she-cat Deathpaw and tells her that she is the last member of the three. But, as the harsh weather of Greenleaf drains the lake, she is forced to go on a journey with cats from other clans and find what's the river from flowing. The cats find what was blocking the stream, and the book ends in a bloody battle and the death of a river-clad cat. You should read this book because this book is full of action and it's great for cat lovers. It's full of emotion and you feel like you're standing there with Deathpaw. Read this book to find out the powers of Deathpaw and the prophecy that will save the clan.
The name of my book is The Name of This Book is Secret. The author is Pseudomonas Bosch and the illustrator is Gilbert Ford. This book is about a girl named Cassandra, but she likes to be called Cass. Cass is a very smart and sweet girl who loves to solve mysteries. One day at school, Cass meets a boy named Max Ernest. At first, she thinks he's a nerdy jerk, but after some time, they become friends. Next day, Cass is casually sitting at a tree writing in her notebook. Then she stops to find Max Ernest looking and sniffing at the ground. Wow, something smells, he says. We can check it out after school, Cass says, as the bell rang. After school, they find some mysterious clues and find out that they're going to the magician's house. They walk up the stairs and go and find a room. They find some mysterious clues. After some time, people start walking through the door and they quickly run upstairs and go into a room. Max Ernest sits on something very hard. It's the magician, a notebook. They look through it a few times and then they run out the door so that the people don't find them. The next day they look in the notebook and find out that the people work at a place called the Sunrise Hotel. Cass goes there a few months later and she finds out some other mysterious clues, and Max Ernest follows her after like a few days. Once they find out the mystery to school and find out that they have saved the day. You should really read my book because it's so alarming it makes you want to jump out of your seat. It has so many evil secrets and it's really fun. In this book you go on a fantastic journey and it makes you feel like you're in the book. You can see all the characters and places all in your imagination. Read this book to find out if Cass and Max Ernest solve the mystery or do they give up and fail. Read this book. The name of this book is Secret.
The book title is Who is Derek Jeter, and the book author is Gail Herman. This book is about Derek Jeter and his life. He did not go to college. He was drafted from high school. Then he was moved to New York to play for the Yankees, and then he became the Yankees captain. Then he won the Yankees 4 World Series. You should read this book because if you like sports, or the Yankees is your favorite team, or if Derek Jeter is your favorite player.
The book is about the unmanned Titanic. It was done by an airboat in 1912, and it was built in 1911. It was attainable and was done to New York. 2 hours half on Titanic turned. His airboat Titanic broke in half and turned. 1,500 people went down in Titanic. They turned in 2 hours and 45 minutes. And 700 people were saved. The California failed in terms of Titanic rescue, but it's a big deal to the people in the ocean. You should read about this book because it is a disaster.
The title of this book is Diary of a Wimpy Kid, Double Down, number 11. The author of this book is Jeff Kinney. This book is about Greg Heffley and how he thought he was secretly a movie star, and how he thought his parents were super high-tech robots or actors. His school was letting balloons in the air with notes on them, and if he won, he would get a big jar of candy corn.
I recommend this book because it is very adventurous and you do not need to read any of the previous books to know what is going on. Thank you.
The title of my book is The Fire Ascending by Crystal Lacey. This book, Guilana, the Sibyl, is trying to raise her wicked father from the dead. If she succeeds, the world will be plagued with darkness. Meanwhile, in another time, Agwin must defeat Voss, the father of Guilana. In doing this, he tumbles off a cliff. Will he survive? David Rain, the famed human, must stop Guilana and save his wife, who's been turned into a darkling, a dark dragon with no fire. Will David be able to thwart Guilana and stop her father? Read The Fire Ascending.
The name of this book is called Stephen Curry. The author is Clayton Jeffries. Curry is one of the best three-point shooters for the Golden State Warriors. He's won MVP about 3, 4, maybe 5 times. Likes practicing with his teammates and his assistant coach. And if you like this book, you should read it, along with LeBron James, Kevin Durant, Draymond Green, and yeah, thanks for listening.
The book I read is Big Nate by Lincoln Pierce. It's about a troublemaker boy named Nate and his 2 friends, Teddy and Francis, and his evil teacher, Miss Godfrey, as he lives his life with the bully, Randy. Nate gets picked on and is not very bright. He's always trying to compete with the smartest girl, Gina. How will he survive? I think someone should read this book because it's funny and embarrassing. I think if you like middle school comedy, you would like to read this book.
The title of my book is, the name of this book is Secret. The author is Mishbash. Cass and Max are on a journey to stop 2 villains, and one of the villains is a town magician. Luciano is the villain. The 2 villains capture a schoolmate. Cass and Max went on a journey to the Midnight Sun Spa. You should read this book to find out the secret.
Flora and Elacius by Kate Mendo. This book is about a squirrel that gets ran over by a vacuum cleaner. And a girl named Flora finds him and names him Elacius. She thinks he's a superhero because he can fly and uses a typewriter to make poems. One day her father came and picked her up, and her mom said to kill the squirrel. But he didn't. So that night when she went to bed, her mom took the squirrel and tried to kill him, but he escaped. And well then, Flora woke up and went to her friend William Spifer's house and got him and his aunt. And then they checked in the woods and the apartment. But when they were in the apartment, they found the squirrel. And they heard her mom coming up the stairs, and an orange cat jumped out and attacked her. But the squirrel saved her life. And then they all went home happily ever after. You should read this book because it's fun, funny, sad, action-packed, and amazing adventures happen in it.
Carly the School Fairy by Daisy Meadows. The book I read, Carly has lost 3 magical things. Her science goggles, her satchel, but she also lost the magical orb. Her science goggles help all the science projects go as planned. The satchel is to make everybody try their best at the spelling bee. The magical orb makes sure that the school dance went well. You should read this book because it is a good book and a short reader. If you like a little mystery and realistic fiction, you should read it.